Welcome back to In the Spotlight. I'm Shirley Lin, and today in the studio with me I have Ruby Chen, who is the co-founder and CEO of CNEX Foundation and CNEX Studio. Okay, so we're going to start talking about CNEX, all right? So how long ago was it that you started? Can I say you started? Because you started with two other guys. And what is CNEX and why?
Right. So CNEX was funded 10 years ago, and then it was started by myself, my good partner Ben Zhang, and also Chao Wei Zhang. So the three of us, conspired this initiative of doing documentary films for the contemporary Chinese world. And the reason we started was because we were all, and we are still documentary film lovers. Chao Wei, he himself is a documentary filmmaker. Ben used to be a entrepreneur and still is an entrepreneur, I have to say. He's part of the team that funded the portal, the first Chinese portal, Sina.com. I was, working with McKinsey & Company in Beijing back then. This was year 2006. So my husband is a filmmaker himself, making movies. His name's Xu Xiaoming, as I told you. We were all Chinese, and also Taiwanese, of course.
Yes.
So we were all, brought up here in Taiwan. He had done films that were very successful. 少年的安娜, Dust of Angels, kind of like break the box office record that year when it was released. And then the film went to a Cannes Film Festival, etc. So he's continued to do movie in the movie industry. So I have been helping him on the side. So this was the occasion where Chao Wei and my husband worked on something in Taiwan before, and then when they have this idea of wanting to make documentary films, they came to my husband, and my husband said, if you want to do something across Greater China, which means Taiwan, Hong Kong, and China, then you have to talk to my wife because she's the one who understands how to get these things work. So that's how we started talking about, not making just one documentary films about Taiwan or about China, but trying to collect all the good works from all these different independent documentary filmmakers in the field. They all have great stories and great people that they are following, that they're filming. And we provided a platform. So CNEX is a platform funded to provide funding for these people, provide filmmaking advisory to these people, and help them promote and distribute the films, the documentary films, once these films are done. So we set off to do that. So every year we would announce a topic, ask a big question that it's influencing the Chinese world, and having people submit their proposal, their film projects, and then we would form a jury member to select and decide whom we would be giving the fund.
But is that how you started in the beginning, is to have people actually contribute their works, and then you guys as a jury to pick the ones that you want to dealing with?
Yeah, we support 10 films every year. So the vision was to have 10 films through these type of grassroots, exploration, and then funding support, and also filmmaking support. So after 10 years, which is this year, 2016, we will have 100 films.
You're right. Wow.
And it's meant to document the development of the first bit of the 21st centuries, the Chinese world, which is going through such a huge change and transformation. If you think of what mainland China is going through, Hong Kong, after 1997, what are the changes? The social developments. Taiwan, the democracy, how is it doing? The baggages of the histories and the visions of the future. I think that's CNEX's intention, is to collect that, and then so we have a good compilation of the history of this decade.
So not so much not so much before 21st century, but it's more like this period of major change and cultural differences and other kind of stuff.
Right. We are specialized in human interest films, social development, social issues, environmental issues. All these important things that affect the Greater China world, including Taiwan, of course.
Yeah. I see. But you guys try to avoid like really sensitive topics, right? So you kind of cover more.
Not so true. No, there are many sensitive topics. They are.
Well, what I meant is like some of the major events that happen, for example, at Tiananmen Square. I mean, you don't cover those.
There's no way to cover those for the moment.
For the moment, okay.
I'm sure there will be, and I'm sure they are. And then it's a matter of when is the best timing to do something that can make an impact.
I see.
And I think with me and Ben and Zhao Wei, we are patient and we are visionary. We believe Chinese people can live in a better and peaceful world than the way it is now. Everybody deserves a better life, and we have to all work hard towards that.
So do you travel along with these crew that go make these documentaries? Do you actually travel with them?
I personally only did it a little bit because we have our production team. And, Chao Wei is the guy who's heading our production team.
Right.
So they would be doing more like the actual shooting and things like that. I have occasionally paid visit when they were doing something, either during the shooting or post-production period. Right. I spent a whole lot of time working with Chao Wei, Ben, and the team on reviewing the initial rough cut and giving suggestions, or discuss the story structuring and the direction of the film with the filmmakers.
Right. Yeah, that is important. So you actually you are involved every single 10 in each year of the final cut and just the flow.
Try to, but we also divide and conquer. So when you have 10, if they all rushed in at the same time, you have to, spread yourself out on different things. But if they come in a, kind of ideal world, they come in the flow, and then you can do it one by one. That's the best thing.
True.
Yeah.
But that doesn't always work.
It doesn't always happen that way.
It doesn't. It doesn't always happen that way.
And a typical thing is that you would have, version 10 of a film. And the director is still thinking of changing it.
That is right. That is right. Now, kind of a little off the subject here. I'm curious, which is easier to make? One of those Hollywood action movies or documentaries?
I think nothing is easy. Everything has its challenges and difficulties. Hollywood films, cost a lot of money, requires a lot of talent. And resources, but ultimately, I think it's the creativity and the innovation that makes a huge difference. Because every year there are thousands of films, or more than thousands and hundreds of films. There were only, some that can be outstanding. And if you want to do something that's outstanding, you have to have, your distinctiveness.
That is right. Whereas documentaries?
Documentary films is most important. I think it's the integrity and it's the truthfulness of this. So I think there are of course what in the documentary world, it's the media produced documentary films. It's the individual, independent documentary films. We were much more in supporting the independent filmmakers because those are the ones who require these supports.
Sure.
And so among those films, there are typically poor filmmakers who have probably been spending years on something, following a few characters on the issue that's really important or dear to his heart or her heart. So but they only have those raw footages, but not into a film. With the small money that we were able to gather and provide to them, they could then finishing it up, edit properly, and have a way, good post-production. All these can be done within little money, maybe more time, more people's in-kind service in that sense, to finish good films. So ever since CNEX was established, we were able to, for instance, support Zhang Jingwei on the film KJ Music and Life, which is in Chinese called 音乐人生. That was a big hit in the Golden Horse Award.
Yes.
So we had won 3 Golden Horses with that film in Taiwan. And the film was released in theatrical release for 8 months in Hong Kong. That's where the story took place. And then ever since then, the film traveled, a lot of places. We have also supported director Du Haibin's film, which, including Umbrella, which talks about the rural grass, social status in China, about how people were eager to make money, but the life that they were having. And also this other film, 1428, which was after the Sichuan earthquake. The film talks about the aftermath, and then also, a couple months down the road, how it has been restored and the people's status. Both those films went to Venice Film Festival, and also French festivals and won prizes, so international prizes winner. What I meant to say is that, while it's difficult to make, but you could really make huge impact if you do it right. And CNEX is there to help filmmakers to not just finish their film, but finish their film well and be able to, carry it around with a higher impact. And through films, we believe people are nowadays easier to be moved or impact by visuals. And film is one of the good ways. So documentary films can really, contribute to that social movement sometimes. And even if, just changing the mindsets or increasing the knowledge.
I wonder, I suppose, do you guys make these 10 documentaries each year with the idea of entering different contests around the world?
We didn't want to do that. We just wanted to, we have a slogan. It's called, in Chinese, it's 给下一代太平盛世的备忘录. So in English, we just call it, Chinese, looking for Chinese 2.0. We believe there could be a different version of Chinese by a broader definition. And we were doing this in our small way to help that. I think people benefit from understanding more what others are doing and thinking than just focus on yourself.
Yeah.
And we believe documentary films has that. So ever since, we funded the foundation 10 years ago. 2 years ago, we established CNEX Foundation, which is a bit like a social enterprise, company. We started to do also distribution in a more professional way. And also we now have a CNEX doc channel, which is a 24-hour documentary only digital channel on MOD.
You can actually watch the whole thing?
You could watch the whole thing.
Oh, nice.
Not just our films, but also films that we, bought and acquired from international. All great films.
I see. I got this feeling that lately, even if it's like watching Hollywood movies, I feel like there's so many movies that have come out based on true stories.
Exactly.
Do you not feel the trend? You see that too, right?
Of course.
And I just love those kind of movies,
Exactly.
Or
whenever
maybe,
the story says based on true story, then you had that feeling of, wow, these things could really happen. And in documentary words, you see these things just right in front of you with the characters themselves. Sometimes really sad, but it's really thought-provoking.
Yeah. Yeah, they make an impact. You know, sometimes I walked into a movie in the middle of it, and I'm going like, wait, is this based on a true story? I can't wait to see at the end, when it gives the credit, you know, it'll tell you that this was based on a true story, and it tells you the background of what happened, or, you know, what happened, or what happened to the person now, or something like that. And I love those kind of movies.
Yes.
And I don't know why. It's just, it really does make you think. And I'm seeing that, there's more in those kind of movies nowadays, which I think is good. Because, I mean, sure, they can always keep on making these, I don't know, horror movies or make these, you know, action movies. But, you know, after you watch it for 2 hours and you leave the theater, you forget it all. And it doesn't leave as much of an impact as if it was based on true stories, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Entertainment has its value because people sometimes need to relax. Documentary films has its value because it's real. Through the filmmaker's eyes, we see what's happening, and that's the world that we're living in. So I think CNEX is all about trying to contribute what we can do well, and trying to rally along more supporters for documentary films to understand the world better, and hence trying to make a better world.
Right. I understand you're a nonprofit. Are you non-government?
Non-government.
Non-government.
Yeah.
How do you survive? How do you get funding?
We had to really working hard on our fundraising, you know, donation.
Oh my goodness!
Calling.
Besides producing 10 documentaries a year, you still have to think about fundraising activities.
Yes. Well, the world is a place full of, you know, challenges and interesting stories.
Right. But CNEX, for the fact that it survived 10 years, and happy anniversary, by the way.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So I'm sure it's doing very well, and it's being noticed, and people are really going to benefit from all these works that you put into it, and all these documentaries. They're going to pass on down, you know, into generation, so it'll never be forgotten. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I would really sincerely hope so, and I would like more people to pay attention to documentary films and to what CNEX is doing.
All right. CNEX as in CNEX. So.
Oh, by the way, it stands for Chinese next.
That's right.
And also for you to see next.
Okay, got that? All right, well, I'd love to talk to you more, Ruby, but, you know.
Time's up?
Yeah, time's up.
Thank you very much for having the opportunity to have me here. It's really an honor.
Yes, it's been a joy talking to you, Ruby. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shirley.
All right. Thank you so much for watching In the Spotlight. I'm Shirley Lin.